Peace to everybody out there in the internet universe. I am the one and only Shakori Shine, and thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel because you're going to like what I have to say. All right. So, you guys already know this is one of my gay manifestation videos, all right? Because I am definitely on a mission to help as many gay men as possible manifest their desired relationships. I truly do believe that 2025, we are going to see so many relationships, gay or otherwise, but especially gay, being formed and taking place. If you have been on a journey towards love and working on yourself and doing all the things like this, to create some sort of relationship, this is the perfect channel for you. All right. So, the part of the process, which is the manifestation process that I want to talk about, is the is the peace aspect of the process. All right. We start and we stop with peace, okay? Having inner peace within ourselves and honestly detaching from all of these worldly things. There was a point in my manifestation process this year that I had to completely like detach from everything I was seeing on social media, from everything that I was watching on TV, especially negative things about relationships and all that kind of stuff. I just kind of had to let it go so that I can keep my inner world at a, how can I say, at a point of believing in what I want to believe in, believing in love, believing in good people, believing that it is even possible to have the type of relationship that I want to have, right? That's where we have to begin at. We have to really start at the inner world, at their inner belief system that we have, right? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about love? What do you believe about relationships? It's important to take note of that so that you can begin to shift your beliefs. First of all, the number one belief that I'm promoting on my channel that you should have about yourself is that I create my life. I am the creator of my life, right? You are at the center of your universe, not at the not to the left, not to the right, not as a bystander, but what we say the main character. You are the center of your reality, and through you, through your inner world, the outer world is then formed. Okay, and so that's why it's important for us to remain at peace, detached. It's so much crazy stuff going on out in this world right now. It's people with all kind of mental mental conditions. It's all kind of just, it's crazy. All right, it's crazy, and we all know the land. There's so many like landmines and people that we should want to avoid while we're going out into this dating world. And I'm not even going to get started on that. But no matter what, we can be in the world but not of it. All right. And the current society, like how things are, is not necessarily like injecting love into our everyday lives or promoting it. It's actually doing the opposite. It's demoting, it's devaluing love and relationships and eat human beings in general so that we don't connect with one another. But it's important that we hold on to the belief, and I'm gonna there's power in belief. Okay, your whatever you believe shapes your reality, and that's just the period, point blank of it. That's how the mind is just a tool, and that's all we're using during this manifestation process. But you can't think that you are your mind, right? Being at peace is knowing who you really are, which is I am. Okay, you are the I am at your greatest essential level or consciousness or soul, however you want to take it, right? So knowing who you are at the core of your being, stay close to that part of yourself so that you are not so you're not overly um invested in the storylines that comes with certain aspects of your person, of who you are in this realm, right? Being black, being gay, being white, gay, whatever it is that you are, you can have those layers on top of it, and layer on top of it, layer on top of it. But what those are just layers getting to the core of who you really are. All right, which is you are the consciousness driving the seat of your vehicle and using the engine or the mind in order to control, manipulate, intend, and direct reality. Okay, I watched the Diana Ross thing um, clip. I'm not at the point where I'm like adding clips and stuff into my videos. That just give me some time. All right, just give me some time. But in the Diana Ross clip, she said, she when she creates a positive thought, a negative thought comes right after it. She says, I can be successful, and then the other thought says, I can't be successful, right? You can never achieve your dreams. So she had to focus her mind on the positive thought or the positive belief. Okay, you have to, and that's what everybody, we have to get at the point where we focus on controlling our minds. And that's part that when people talk about doing work in relationships, that's the work in relationships is working on your mind and refining your behavior. All right, so that you can be, have it's social skills, it's etiquette, that type of stuff. So we're not going to go too far into that, but what we want to focus on is create that belief, right? And follow that and nail that. The belief is like a nail, right? And your mind is the hammer. So, what is the belief that you want to believe? You want to believe that it's possible to create the relationship of your dreams, or you want to believe that it's not possible? It's literally you choosing. But you have, I'm telling you, it's important to detach from what is happening in this world, because the world's going to keep showing you why it's not possible, why love isn't possible, why love isn't real, why these things. I'm just like, oh my God. Now you can find a lot more. You can find some positive. You might have to curate your own algorithm and timeline to feed you more positive reinforcement. But even with that kind of stuff, anything external of you, you want to, you know, give credence, tip your hat to the fact that it's expressing itself and that it's happening on planet Earth. But what's happening internally is way more important than what's happening externally. All right. And getting to the point, so many of us, we go through so many things, one relationship after the next, one situationship after the next, one date after the next, that we begin to lose hope. We find contentment with being single for the rest of our lives, and all of these things. And it's because we're not actually putting ourselves in the not even the driver's seat, the creator seat, the one who actually creates the whole vehicle and the roads and the maps and all of that kind of stuff. It's not even about being in the driver's seat. You must put yourself in the creator seat and tell yourself, I create my life, and whatever I believe, it is possible. All right, especially in terms of creating healthy loves and relationships. This should be the easiest part about being a human, but the world that we're living in, you know pushes us so far apart into not believe in that as a possibility, that with so many people not believing it's a possibility, then what are we creating? We're creating the reality where a lot of us aren't together. A lot of us can't even connect with someone to literally save our lives, right? So that's kind of like, that's just what I really want to get out to the community today, is believe in love, believe in the possibilities that you can achieve the relationship of your dreams. And also, you know, understand, put yourself in a creator seat. I create my life. All right. Life is created through you, it's not happening to you. And it's really, really important. And because the power of the mind, the power of the mind is, I don't even know if we have completely measured how powerful the mind is yet, but literally whatever you believe is true. So because you have a mind as a tool, you can choose what you believe. All right. Now I know the negative experiences will want to tell you one thing after the next and one thing, but I truly do believe, right? I truly believe that being in community, having a family, partnership, love, relationships, these things are natural to us as humans, and we just have to tap back into that. But we must bring this magical spiritual element back to relationships. It's not just physical, it's not just psychological, it's always something metaphysical happening. And when we tap into that aspect of ourselves, that's from the metaphysical, then the psychological, and then the physical, the biological. When we can tap into that from the crown down, then we'll the pathways of connection will open up a lot more for us in relationships. Right now, they're really the pathways of connection are closed down, closed down, closed down. We have to rise above it. We have to rise above the fray, all right, and create from a a a highly metaphysical plane and point of view, the unseen realm. All right. That's what we have to do now in order to create the relationships that we really want to be in. So get your beliefs together, control your mind. You know, I really stand by meditate, meditate, meditate so that you can become a master of your inner world. And by doing that, you're putting yourself in the seat of the creator, or realizing that you were always in the seat of creator. No one can ever take you out of it, actually. They can only make you believe that you're not in that seat, which is crazy. But believe and see yourself. You are the creator of your reality. The relationships, the love that you dream about is possible. Okay. Um, you just have to tap into something more at this point in time in 2025. All right. So I hope this message landed well with you guys. I'm going to leave it right here and tune in for more. All right. Peace.